What is up, y'all? Kristian Quincosa here. Welcome back to another cool video. Today, we are going over the best Go High Level follow-up system that we got in place. This is the same exact system. We actually built this out before building it out on Go High Level. We built it out for one of our clients. One time in HubSpot, another time in another software called WooSender. And those are just the CRMs that they just so happened to use. And then we came in and kind of adapted to it. So then once we started closing more clients in the industry, we said, well, if they're not going to use HubSpot and all these other things, and we want to build it in Go High Level, then we just got to do it. So my goal is to show you that today. I'll show you a little bit about the landing page. We'll go in and we'll look at the three kind of systems that we use. So without further ado, let's jump right in. I'm going to share my screen over here. So as you can see, this is exactly what we're going to be talking about. And my goal for today is for you guys to be able to grab this and just implement it yourself. By the way, if you guys are new to Go High Level, you guys have never used it, you guys want to use it, my affiliate link is down below in the description. Yes, I do get paid if you guys use my link. So if you gain value from this, use my link. I appreciate you guys. So let's jump right in. A couple things that we're going to go over today are, one is, what to do when the lead comes in. So when the lead comes in, you want to do a few things. You want to throw them into the pipeline. You want to also notify, whether that's your sales team, yourself as a business owner, or if you're an agency watching this, you want to be able to notify the business owner that is your client or their sales team, whatever it might be. So those are that side of the thing. And then we also have text and email follow-up. I'll kind of go a little bit in depth into that. As you're probably going to notice that there's a lot of similarities even between industries. In my last video, we went over the tax industry and the process that we use for them. This system is very, very similar, but it works, gets the job done. So let's jump right in. First things first is what to do when the lead comes in. I am going to show you, I believe it's this one right here. So let's amp it up. And let's move a couple things over. So the first things first is all our landing pages have a form, right? So if they're coming from Google, if they're coming from Facebook, they have their specific forms that they're going to fill out so that we know on our end where each lead is coming from. So depending on how many forms you have and how many different lead sources, whether you have organic, Google, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, whatever it might be, you might want to do different ones. Or another option that you have is the trigger could be, you could have multiple triggers for all the forms, regardless of platform. And then you could add certain filters over here, as you can see. So you could add filters and break them down depending on where they came in from. So we could do an if else branch. We could just put, let's say TikTok if we wanted to. Come over here. We have contact details. And then can we search on this? I believe we can. Source. So if the source is TikTok, we could add that condition, add the segment, and then break it off. So you could make one workflow that handles everything, or you could have their individual workflows so that, in my opinion, it's a lot easier that way, just so I know if I'm having an issue with my Google side, I know where to fix a problem. If I'm having an issue with my Facebook side, I know where to fix a problem, and it's not all in the same place, but you can do that if you want to. And it's simple. You just need to add the source to every single form that you guys put in. So you could hidden field it, put in the source as TikTok if it's a TikTok form, and then do the filtering on this side so you make sure that they go down their own avenues. So let's go ahead and jump in. The second thing that we do is we create an opportunity. So we go straight into the pipeline, and our little pipeline creation is very simple. Opportunity source Google, because we know it's coming from Google, so we put that there. Lead value is cool. You could add however much your average lead value is. So if your average deal is 10 grand, 5 grand, $2,000, $250, you could put that in there. It helps you visualize on the pipeline how much money you have in new leads, attempted to contact, and all that fun stuff. So they actually opted out of having it. Their average deal was around 7,500. Opportunity name, we just use the contact name. If you want, you could also add the source in here. So you could either hard code it like Google, or you can go in and add the tag of the contact source if you guys are assigning it on the form submission. Let's go ahead and exit that. New lead, status is always open, and then we choose what pipeline we want to go into. The second thing that we do is we wait. In this case, we wait just 1 minute. We have tons of back-end stuff going on, so this is good to kind of give the system a breather, especially when you're spending a lot of money on advertisements. So if you're spending $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a day even, you want to give the system a breather. So we just wait 1 minute and send that over to an internal notification, which would be, in this case, I believe we chose email for this specific client. Yep. So we chose email for this client, and basically it says you got a new lead from Google. Here's their name, email, phone number. Let's close them. So that's the first one that you're going to have. That's going to be one of the most important to kind of get everybody in the system and then in the right place within the system. The second thing that you are going to need is, and let me pop it open. This is our SMS campaign. And I'm going to share my screen now in just 1 second. So cool. So same exact trigger, Google lead form submission. They come in, they get the first text, and then we wait a couple days. I mentioned this in my previous videos, but I always like to wait, 48 hours typically. So I want to text every couple days, and I want to email every single day. Email's way less annoying. We don't want to get on their do not contact list. We don't want them to reply stop so that we could stop texting them. We want to make sure that we treat text messaging very, how can I explain it? A little bit more fragile than email. Email, you can email every single day. So our first text is simple. In this case, they're big shed builder. So, hey, this is Rod over at Sheds Delivered. You want to start your custom design here and get an instant quote on your new shed. So they had a different approach than our typical approach. We like to ask for responses on the first text message. Their sales process was a little bit different. They wanted them to actually build something out on their custom shed builder and then move the sales process forward from there. So we kind of adjusted to their sales process in this case. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to tell you guys to ask for a response off of that first text. That first text should say something like, hey, this is so-and-so from so-and-so company, for example, a shed company. Hey, this is Kristian from Kristian's Sheds. That's a tongue twister. I just got your information from our Google ad or whatever, from our Google page. Can you let me know what size shed you are looking for? So I'm prompting a response from them. Maybe they're looking for a 10 by 12, a 12 by 12. If we're in the tiny home industry, we'd ask for how many bedrooms and bathrooms. How many bedrooms and bathrooms are you looking for? We get a response and it gives us more information, but it also shows us how engaged the client or the prospect is in this case. So we want to wait about 48 hours to send the next text. And the only reason why we send multiple texts is if they don't respond. So in your, where we at? Wrong. Let's go over to settings, and I'm going to show you guys the settings right now. In the settings, there's a big important checkbox that you need. Stop on response. So unless you have filters that are set to respond based off of certain responses within Go High Level, you always want to have stop on response on, because you want your sales team to manually pick up the conversation from there. Once they respond, you don't want them to say, hey, yeah, I'm interested in a 10 by 12. And then your second follow-up text goes in and it says, hey, can you just let me know what you're interested in, or whatever your second text is. they're gonna know that it's botted or it's automated. It's not personal, and it's just a bad look when your automations are going out multiple times, especially when people are responding and nobody's manually responding. So always have stop on response if you don't have any fail safes for when someone responds and you have something automatically go out depending on their response. So that's important. The other flow that I wanted to show you was our email flow. And if you guys want me to go more in depth and talk about what exact emails we use, what text messages we're using, if you guys want me to put all of this in one, which I'll most likely do on the next video, let me know, because I'd love to do it. Just drop a comment. And guys, if you guys are getting value from this, drop a like and please subscribe. So let me share my screen. This is our email flow. Very, very simple, to the point. Very similar to our what's that called? Our text message flow, except the wait times are a little bit different. Our wait times are always 24 hours for emails, and we want them to go out between 8:30 in the morning and 9:30 at night. We don't want them to go out. Same thing goes for text messages. We don't want them to go out before 8:30 in the morning or after 9:30 at night, because that's when you get leads that are a little bit upset. If you do want to have one that automatically goes out as soon as they opt in, what you can do is have a separate workflow for that specific message, or time that specific message, or not time, but remove any restrictions from that specific message. And then every other message should follow within, good hours to actually have means of communication. So our first email goes out, and the first text message, kind of similar most of the time. You're going to want to point them in a very similar direction. So over here, what we're basically doing is telling them a little bit about us. Hey, you're now one step away from locking in your free instant quote. Best part is you get to have some fun with it. 100% of what we do is custom, so we guarantee you'll love your building. Click here to start building your custom structure, so they could go in and start building, which is what the client wanted, build out their exact structure that they want in terms of shed, size, color, all that fun stuff. We have 6 base assigned, so we kind of help them out a little bit, and then we offer out the phone number so that they could reach out. Now, every other email after this is a value add email. I'm not going to go into detail on exactly what the emails say, but every email after that is typically value add email. Hey, these are the type of buildings that we have. This is what you could build. These are the things that you could customize. And then we're continuously offering that link. On the text message side, we're just trying to get them engaged. So if you want, you could see here, I'm going to share the landing page that we used. I got rid of the logo and phone number that we were using here. But as you can see, very simple, to the point. Get the best prices on your new shed. Everyone deserves a shed they are proud of. Build your custom building in minutes. Receive a free code instantly. Free delivery and set up in all of Wisconsin. We have our form here, and we use this same exact process on Facebook and Google. This exact page structure. They could click to call. That works very well on Google, not so well on Facebook. And then as you could go down, there's a lot of statewide delivery stuff, some reviews, and more information. I'm kind of scrolling through it a little fast, but you guys get the gist of it. Anyways, that's pretty much the base system that every single lead follow-up system needs and go high level. Like I said, my affiliate link is down below. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. All my social media is down there, so make sure you follow me everywhere and shoot me DMs if you guys have any questions. And don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps me out, pumps me up. I make videos like this every single day, so I will catch you guys tomorrow.